England never fails to be England. Like, I was really planning on like doing my big one this year, like actually going out for 6th March, going to the Gold Coast, only to basically have my plans cut because this weather here is disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Today is the 6th of March, so happy Independence Day to all my Ghanaians. I don't think my jersey fits me anymore. If it did, I would have put it on. It's currently 4:30 and it's a Friday and I'm about to sign off for the week. I'm just waiting for one email which will determine whether I sign off early or if I'm gonna be staying up all the way to 5. So we'll see. I'm gonna give it another like couple of minutes. If I don't hear back, I'm signing out. Just got off the phone with Baba. He's actually almost home. There's currently like a food market happening in my area. So he's popping down to see what food is on display and maybe he can get us something for dinner. And then if not, we just might have to order food online. And it probably might just be a Ghanaian dish because it's Ghana's Independence Day. But right now I am itching to take a shower as well. But today has been a really productive day for me work-wise. Like, I feel like I got shit done. And I'm so happy because honestly, like, I've been in and out of work. My manager's back as well. And I had like a really good one-to-one talk with her. And she does really like give me the vim to keep working. She kind of reassured me that, you feel a little bit out of place because it's a new job. Like, you literally just started, like, chill. Like, I really enjoy those conversations with her because it makes me feel seen and it makes me seem like I'm not helping, like I'm doing something. It's gonna be at a slower pace and I need to give myself grace, and that one day I'm gonna wake up and it'll just click, like everything is gonna click and make sense. So I should give myself grace and patience. So that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, anyway, I've been breaking out so bad lately. I don't understand what it is. I know I haven't been drinking enough water, but surely that can't be the reason why. Like, my chin was just the hairs I've been pulling out, and yeah, I did have some spots on there, but I've been really breaking out. Like, I'm getting spots here, I'm getting spots there. I don't know. So I need to figure out. I need to start getting on my facials and skincare and stuff. I need to start getting on that ASAP, looking after myself. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go and we'll talk later. But yeah, happy Independence Day, Ghana. So we've got our food. I am having some acheke. I've got the tilapia, acheke, fried eggs, some avocados and some plantain with some peppers on the side. Bubs, what did you get? This is Bub's fried rice, the Ghana way. Ooh. Yep. I am good.
Local beef brisket, my darling, yeah?
Oh, wait, have you seen the size of the brisket? Wait, is this brisket?
Local beef brisket, Adel. You can have with the biryani rice, you can have in a stir-fry noodle, you can have with the coconut ramen, you can have in a burger, you can have with a chip. You can have it spicy, you can have it sweet, and everything simple sweet.
Looks good. Well, there's an iftar deal.
Yeah, iftar deal as well for this evening, yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe we'll grab some on the way back.
Say that you're gonna be.
Who's calling this shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home, that's real.
pleasing me. Stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me. Leaving me. We got sticks in the cut illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta plot that ass to the morning come. You want shots for the girl, they don't order some. Who's calling that? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Stacey, Becky, Keisha, Ashley, Connie, Party. Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function?
Hey vlog. The last time I vlogged was on Saturday. Yesterday I didn't vlog because I just wanted to have a chill day with Baba, but yesterday was great because Baba did some gumbo. If you don't know what gumbo is an African American dish whereby they make a nice brown roux and they put in sausages, prawns, chicken, bit of okra, and it's so good. And you have that with a bed of rice and some sides, and Baba made some cornbread for me to go with it. It was so good. It's been almost a year since he's made me some gumbo, so I was really looking forward to it and I really enjoyed it. I tore it up. Okay, it was so good. Gumbo has been a very important dish for both of us because Baba doesn't make gumbo often, and I remember when we were dating, he used to tell me that you would know that I'm taking us seriously and I want to be with you forever if I make you gumbo. He eventually did make me gumbo and I was like, yep, got him. I got him. And I did because I really enjoyed it. Yesterday was a lush. The last time I was vlogging, it was on Saturday. And remember I told you I got some trainers on Valentine's Day and I needed to return them. I returned them, so we went to JD and oh my gosh, so I had worn the trainers once already. Before we went, I tried to scrub the bottom of the trainers and I was already gonna tell them I've worn it once anyway. So we got to JD, I handed over the trainers for a refund. Thing is, I didn't have my receipt, but I've worked in a shoe shop before and I know that you can still get a refund if you have a proof of purchase, i.e. a bank statement showing that you did purchase this trainers from this shop on this date, blah blah blah. And if it's within 28 days, you're entitled to a refund. So I went to the till, gave them the shoes, told them that I didn't have the receipt, but I do have proof of purchase, which is a bank statement. Can they give me a refund? The girl at the till was like, oh, you need a receipt to do a refund, but let me speak to my supervisor. She goes to call her line supervisor, said, oh, I can do an exchange for you if you have the receipt. I said, I don't have a receipt. I already told her I don't have a receipt. I have a proof of purchase. Can I get the exchange? And he was like, okay, I can probably give you a gift card, but let me speak to my line manager. He then goes to get another lady. Now, let me tell you something. Cute girl, but she had a stink attitude, and also I could tell from her mannerisms that she really wanted to what's the word, she wanted to exert her authority, like wanted to show like I'm the big boss. It took 2 people to get to me, that kind of energy. Anyway, she looks at the shoe and she's saying that, oh, it's wet, the shoes, you've worn it, so no one's going to want those shoes in this condition, so no, can't do a refund, and you don't have a receipt. And I was like, okay, so you're telling me you can't do anything about it? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, can I have your customer service number? So she gave me the customer service number and then I called them. It took about 20 minutes to get hold of them, and then finally I got this guy on the phone. I explained the situation to him, like, hey, the reason I'm returning the shoes is not because there's a fault with the shoe, but I wore the shoe and it was hurting me, like my foot was throbbing. I'm not paying for pain. That's not what I'm doing. I wore it once, and the way this woman in the shop was acting like it's not in a unfit condition, she's exaggerating it. Like, I wish I had shown you guys like trainers before I sent it to the shop. I looked practically brand new. Like, if I went to a shop and I bought a shoe like that, maybe I might not buy it, but like someone would, you know. Anyway, explained it to the guy on the phone, and he said, okay, which shop are you in? I was like, oh, I'm in this branch. She was like, yeah, they should be able to do the refund for you. So I told them, is it okay if I hand my phone over to the lady that works here, and you can tell her that? He was like, yeah, sure. Handed over the phone to her, and they were on the phone for another 10 minutes. I don't know what they were talking about. And then she was like, I'm gonna speak to my manager. So now she's going to someone above her to see what we can do about it. Cool. About like 5-10 minutes later, she was like, okay, the only thing we can do about it, since you're saying there's a fault with the shoe, is that we can take the shoe and send it over to a specialist to assess it. Usually it takes about 2 weeks for them to assess it, but recent times it's taken about 30 days to get it sorted. After the 30 days, if they do assess that there's an issue with the shoe, they will send you a full refund. However, if there's no issue with the shoe, they're going to send the shoe back to you. And I was like, I'm not waiting 30 days to get a feedback or an outcome. Also, I'm not saying there's a fault with the shoe. I'm telling you that I'm experiencing discomfort with the shoe. When I bought the shoe, the day I bought the shoe, I tried the shoe on in store. I didn't have a full experience with it. I just walked in it fit my foot, and then I went. She's asking, and are you sure it wasn't too small? It's like, no, it was the perfect size. I can put the shoe on right now for you to feel it. There's space in front of it. So the problem isn't the size. The problem isn't that there's a fault with the shoe. The problem is that it's not compatible with my foot. Like, and based on your policy, because she kept on trying to quote the policy that, oh, if you're returning a shoe, it has to be in the same condition you purchased it on the receipt. And I'm like, no, also your policy says that if what I'm buying isn't what I was expecting, I can also get a full refund. I wasn't expecting pain, so therefore what I purchased isn't what I was expecting. Let's make it make sense. I'm having discomfort, and I've worked in a shoe shop before. I used to work in Clark's. Okay, Clark's is like high street footwear. We actually do specialist foot consultation. Like, we'll measure your foot, we'll look at your foot size and tell you, okay, this is, I know you like this style, but it's not compatible with your foot. Like, we used to give that information to what's it called, to customers. So JD, they don't do that. So she was like, oh, so you're not saying there's a fault? I was like, no, there's no fault with it. I'm telling you discomfort. Okay, and in any shoe company, if you say you have discomfort with your shoe, you have the right to return it, especially if it's within the 28-day or 30-day period. So I was within the 28 days. It was actually 23 days. I was cutting it really close. And then she was like, okay, let me go speak to my manager again. And then I even had to tell her what she should be doing, because before she said, let me go speak to my manager again, I told her, like, I'm okay, like, listen, I don't usually return shoes and stuff. It's not what I do. Not that that was important anyway, but I don't mind you giving me a voucher or a gift card, and then I'll come and purchase another trainers when I'm ready. She's like, oh, so you don't have a trainers you want to get? I was like, no, I thought I was just going to get a refund. I wasn't thinking ahead as to whether I'm going to get trainers. I don't know which trainers I'm going to get. Like, I'm going to need time to think about what I'm going to be replacing, because these trainers are for the gym, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So she was like, okay, let me go and call my manager again to get a second opinion, because now I'm telling her it's not a shoe fault, it's discomfort, when I already told her it was discomfort. But anyway, I was like, cool, sure. But this whole time I was just acting all like calm and collected, because I kind of knew what time she was on, and I had to just be more submissive and very toned down so I can get what I want. Because if I was to meet her on the same energy, like, she has the power to give me a long ass day and not give me my refund. Like, she could do that, and then it gets to a point where I have to decide if I want to escalate it and then stress myself out. But my goal was to just get my money back and leave there and be done with it. So what's it called, she went to go and get a second opinion from her manager. Then she came back and she was like, okay, I can give you a gift card, you follow me to the till, let's go and get processed. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. We get to the till and she's processing my refund and the gift card, and then I look at the cashier thing and it says £45. And I'm like, sorry, why is it saying £45? Because I purchased it for 55. And she was like, oh, that's how much it costs now. And I was like, well, I purchased it. At the time I purchased it for £55. And she was like, okay. I was like, can you check to see? She was like, yeah. But she still processed the £45 gift card, hands it over to me. And I didn't want to take the card, but she was like, no, I'll check. You just take the card. So I took the card, and then she checked on the thing, on the little tablet, and it says that, yeah, it was initially 85, then 55, and then it went down to 45. And unfortunately, because I don't have a receipt, that's why she's giving 45 card, because £45 gift card, because they have to process, give me payment for what it's currently worth. If I had a receipt, then I would have had what I bought it for. And I was like, you know what, I think that's what happens generally when I used to work on Clarks. I think that's what we used to do. So I was like, okay, I'll let it go. It kind of bothered me because I felt like I could have argued that one down, but I was also over it, because at this point we had spent like a good hour or so in that shop. The plan for Saturday was for us to go to the food market. I passed by JD because JD was in the food marketplace, and then have a very quick easy transition, get my refund, and then continue doing the tour. But then, to be honest, there wasn't a lot of stalls up for the food festival market thing. And then JD as well, I was like, after an hour, I was burnt out, and I was like, yeah, nah. So I just took the £45 like that, and then I came home. We got some Jamaican food from the food market, and we just came home and I just chilled for the rest of the day. I mean, you know, I lost £10, but you know, I'm not gonna cry a mountain over £10. But I'm so pissed because it's the principle. It's the principle. I got charged £10 for my pain, and it won't happen again. And I'm usually so good at keeping receipts. And for the day we got the trainers, I also shopped at Primark. I had the Primark receipt. I don't have the JD receipt, and it pissed me off. I better not find this receipt later on, because I'd be livid. Well, I wouldn't be livid. I wouldn't be. I'd be like, I'll probably just laugh it off. But yeah. Anyway, so that was the update. That was the update for the weekend. And then I've had a bit of a hectic morning myself. I've even spilt some coffee on my on my hoodie. I'm not sure if it's showing. Yeah, look, I spilled some coffee on my hoodie, but woke up to no internet. Turns out that I hadn't I hadn't set up my direct debit for, like, I don't know when, because I felt like I was paying it. But anyway, I must have missed the payment. Direct debit came off, and then I never put it back, reinstated it. So woke up this morning ready to work, and there's no internet, and I was like, you got to be today. But it's back now. I went to the residence lounge, so I went to our residence lounge to work from there because there's free Wi-Fi there, thank God. So yeah, and now we're here Monday. I've been able to do some work. I'm gonna continue doing some work, and then probably sort out my lunch a bit later on. If you do not hear from me, or I'm not sure if I'm gonna end the vlog here. Am I gonna end the vlog here? I'll end the vlog here. That's the end of this week's vlog, and I guess I'll see you next week. All right, love ya. Ooh, should I say love you? Maybe love you is too deep. Love you is a bit too deep right now. We're not there yet. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next vlog.